And this morning, we're hearing from Daniel Penny himself as to what happened when he put Jordan Neely in a deadly chokehold.
Yeah, jurors were shown video of the Marine veteran being interrogated by police, and we're now getting a look at that video. Good day's Briella, Tomassetti live in Lower Manhattan with what Penny told investigators and what's being said about the chokehold he applied. Briella, good morning.
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, a lot of things mentioned in that video. It was about 29 or 30 minutes long, and this was really key because jurors yesterday got to hear for the first time from the man whose fate they will ultimately decide here in this Manhattan courtroom. We also heard an explosive testimony from the martial arts instructor who taught Daniel Penny. He said that Penny applied an improper version of the chokehold he was taught when he moved to restrain Jordan Neely.
So he was standing behind me, and I kind of came like this.
Okay. Did you apply pressure, Daniel?
No, I wasn't. I just wanted to keep him from getting to people.
On day 7 of the high-profile subway chokehold trial in Lower Manhattan, jurors were shown a half-hour-long videotaped interrogation and heard former Marine Daniel Penny recall in his own words what happened. While speaking with detectives, Penny demonstrated the chokehold he used on Jordan Neely, appearing unaware that Neely died shortly afterwards.
I'm not trying to kill the guy.
Right.
Penny told the pair of detectives he was on his way to the gym after leaving class at City Tech from the J Street Metro Tech station in Brooklyn. At the 2nd Avenue stop, he said Neely got on, started to yell and threaten passengers.
Some guy came in, he's like, whipped his jacket off, and he's like, I'm going to kill everybody.
Several witnesses took the stand, including NYPD Detective Brian McCarthy, who interviewed Penny. McCarthy testified he didn't tell Penny that Neely had died during that 5th Precinct interrogation. And when Penny was questioned about why he decided to get involved in the first place, he said,
I'm not a confrontational guy. In the Marine Corps, I felt the need to step in.
Yeah.
There's women and children on the train.
Did you feel like someone's life was in danger?
100%.
Another key witness also testified, a Marine who trained Daniel Penny. The combat instructor said if done right, the chokehold should knock out a person without killing them. But if held too long, the technique could end a person's life in a matter of minutes. Once the person is rendered unconscious, that's when you're supposed to let go, he told the jury. And Cynthia Harris, a city medical examiner, took the stand late yesterday telling jurors that Neely's cause of death was compression of the neck, consistent with the use of a chokehold. And Penny's defense team has tried to cast doubt on the medical examiner's ruling that the chokehold is what caused Jordan Neely's death. His attorneys have emphasized Neely's previous arrests, also his mental health issues and drug use. For now, though, we're live here in Lower Manhattan. Dan and Tashani, we'll send it back to you.
Briella, thank you.